Greetings, greetings, my beautiful, beautiful cosmic family. Let me turn this off. Y'all know I like that regular light. Ain't nothing changed as far as wanting the regular light. So, it just took me forever to position this damn camera. Let me try to just go up a little bit more. There we go. So, that's on a new list. But anywho, let's start this off right. I gotta clean my bowl out. So, I want to do a story time about when I was a little girl and I stayed with my earth dad and my stepmother. So yes, y'all, if y'all hear me talking about the parents that helped create me to like physical form, I want to start speaking in, I am speaking in, my earth parents or my earth father, my earth mother, because I don't want to keep label them as karmics. I feel like it's self-explanatory. I already explained all the things that I really went through, most of the things that I really went through for you all to see. So I don't want to keep always, because it's like I'm constantly throwing shots at them, and it's not that I'm throwing shots at them, it's just, it is what it is. So I rather just call them earth parents and earth, because you got to understand, we souls, we're eternal. So I know I got soul families and soul parents, a soul and spirit mom and dad. I got Mother Gaia, I got Father Ra. So I know I got a mother and a father, but they're in the higher astrals. As far as this just being my earth traveling station to get here, so that's why I call them earth parents. And a lot of people won't probably understand it, but I feel like the people that's more of the earth energy is like they just believe that earth is their final destination, and it's not. So that's why I call certain people earth people, because you don't look outside of you don't look outside of everything. You just caged up at this point. So this is your only home, you feel. And some people just be in that frequency to the day they die. This is their only home, so it is what it is. You can't judge them, love them, send them on their way. However, I wanted to do a story time on when I was staying with my earth father and my wickedest stepmother and all her kids. But I wanted to really do the story. I don't know if I've done it already, but I guess I will, since it's on my visual to speak it. I don't know if I did it already. But, so I was around maybe like 13. 12 or 13, yes, and I was staying with my dad, and I was in my room, and I always had a crush on my stepbrother. He was way older than me. He was like 17 and I was like 13. He was older than me, but he was still like my height, young. We did everything together because he was the youngest. So whenever we go out to eat and stuff like that, she will only take him and her two youngest, which was him and her daughter that was around the same age as me. She was a Cancer. Ooh, both of them was actually Cancers, honestly, but they were unbalanced and very, very wicked and conniving. Well, really just went off their mother's energy. But the boy that I had a crush on, he wasn't that wicked. He was actually a sweetheart to me. Like, every time, like, his mom would attack me and keep picking on me and try to fight me and stuff like that, he would never get in the middle of it. All the other siblings would kind of like try to team up on me except him. He always, like, when they try to like, they put me in the laundry room, lock me out there, make me sit on the back porch for hours. He will always come to the back porch and be like, "You okay?" And you can tell in his eyes that he felt so bad for the way they treated me. You can just tell. And I always thought he was going to be, oh, that made me a little emotional. I just used to always think he was going to be my boyfriend. Or he was going to be like my knight in shining armor, because it's like every time I used to be going through so much with his mom, I would think he would be on the sides of his sister and his brothers. But he never would. He will always be like, "You want some chips? You okay?" Like, every time. And that's what made me love him more. Like, he was just the sweetest when he had to be. But he always used to be mean to me and stuff like that. But that's just, I feel like that's Cancer's love language. They don't act like they like you in the beginning to try to push you away. But really, they like the fuck out of you. When I come to the Cancer women, the unbalanced Cancer women, I honestly, I don't really have no bad words from them, because Cancer women can be sweethearts. It's just they try to overuse and play that nice role in the face of a earth sign, and then turn around and behind closed doors don't like them at all. I don't trust Cancer women. Like, I used to try to be friends with this girl, his sister, so much. And then this motherfucker used to always want to fight me, always want to yell, always want to do us extra shit. Like, and then she couldn't do shit with me. Like, she just was, like, I don't know. So, it is what it is. So, moral on the story, this when things start getting more on the wicked side. Because when I was in a house explosion and something happened to me, I had to move with them. And I was relearning how to move and walk and stuff like that. So once I started walking and stuff like that, I started doing super good. But like, I started going places with my stepmother, and she used to just, like, her food, everything used to always taste nasty to me. And I started feeling like I started like getting like weakened. Started feeling suicidal, started doing all type of stuff. So one day I got the courage to run away, and I ran away to my aunt's house around the corner. Mind you, let me slow it up. The stepbrother that I always loved, he ended up having like tumors on his brain. So when he had the tumors on his brain, it was basically like a backfire of the magic she was trying to use on me, because it was just a lot going on. So when I ran away, so that's about him. But when I ran away around the corner to my aunt's house, like literally a month later, I ended up like falling into a deep, deep sleep, y'all. And I woke up and one side of my face was like I had a mild stroke in my sleep, basically. So we went to the doctor, the hospital. My aunt took me back to my mom's house. Like, you got to go to the hospital. They got to see what's going on. So I go back to my mom's house. She see me. As soon as she see me, as soon as I get right in, we go straight to children. I'm in children's for like 2 whole weeks. I never forget, it was around Halloween, because I ended up getting my sisters in them costumes. But because the doctors gave me a costume, they was like, "You can get a costume." And I was like, "Can I get my sisters one?" I always thought about my siblings, bro. And it was like, "Yeah, oh, you was a sweetie pie. You can get some for your sisters." And I got them for my sisters. So, moral down the story, ooh, I always just been the sweetest little girl ever. I promise you. I may not been perfect, but I've been so sweet. So, I'm in a hospital. They doing a lot of tests and stuff like that. Mind you, before I moved with my dad and them, my mom used to always hit me in the head with stuff like bottles and stuff like that. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. But the doctor ended up coming back and telling me that I had, telling my mom, my parent, that I had 2 tumors on the side of my brain, here and here. And I'm like, I didn't understand it. So they kept me with special stuff like that. After a while, y'all, listen. So the doctor came in. When my parents left, they went to get something to eat. The doctors came in, and the doctor said, They woke me up. Don't that irritate y'all? When y'all sleeping so good and the doctor come in there and wake you up. I used to be so mad. So it's a middle of the night shift change. New doctor come in. The doctor come in. He was like, "Hi, Miss Saxton." And I was like, "Hi." And he was like, "Do you, can I ask you something?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Have anybody ever hit you in your head with anything?" I guess they seen trauma in my head. And in my soul, I wanted to say yes, so bad. But I always used to think about my siblings being taken by the system. So I just looked at him and I said, "No, dummy. I wish I would have told all the shit I did, all the beatings I got just to protect my children." I said my children. Well, they were like my children. You know, that oldest daughter always be like the first mama. Anywho, I did all that, got all that trauma inflicted onto my body, my vessel, my mind, my soul. All because I protected my siblings and I didn't want them to go to the system. Because my earth mother used to always say that if they take you, they go take all. So they used to be like, I don't want them to go through that because of me. Sometime now I be thinking back like, damn, because the divine always made sure I was graced with great people. But something always just made me think, damn, I just wish I would have did it. The way my siblings started treating me throughout our growth spurt, I wish I would have fucking told and just left. But then I did used to tell sometime, and they used to just ignore my shit because she had green, my earth mother had green eyes and pale skin. So they used to just listen to her ass. I didn't give a fuck about what I was saying. So, and everybody that went against my words and when I reached out for help, I bet you they ass either did or went through karma. It is what it is, because that make you accessible to the motherfucking attempted murder. You accessible to it. Just like the person that's driving in a car when a nigga in the front seat shooting at people and kill somebody, you was there too. So you just as guilty as that person. You guilty by association. So a lot of people that went against me, and then they seen how my parents went against me and they tried to dim me down too. You guilty by association, baby. You have karma too, stupid. You attached to their shit. They pulled you in their own dirty shit. You should be mad at them now. Anywho. So, I ended up getting out the hospital. And we still had to go to certain specialists all the time. And I remember my earth mother calling my dad's side, telling them that I had MS, multiple sclerosis, two tumors on the side of my brain, and they may have to do surgery, and I may not ever have children. For one, that was the first wicked attack. Like, bitch, you don't want me to create? How dare you? It's like, no. So, anywho, my mom always was over-exaggerating when it came to sickness and stuff like that. So, she used to lie a lot and drag some shit. So, I really didn't believe her. So, I think 3 weeks later, after we went to the specialist, they checked my brain. They used to always put a lot of stuff on my head and stuff like that. And they said they was gone. They said they gone. It's nothing there no more. It was 2 tumors on both sides. They said it's gone. Nothing there no more. And everybody just kind of looked at each other like, she don't got to keep coming back. They like, no, it's gone. The divine always makes sure I'm okay. Period and period I. So, I just got a sense of happiness because I'm like, shit, it's gone. And when I went back around, it took me a while to go back around my dad's family. I mean, my dad's his girlfriend and shit like that. So when I finally went back around them, they was like, you finally, this like, I went back around them like a year later. And they were like, oh, you okay and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah. And her son had to have brain surgery. The same shit that I was supposed to have. Her son's supposed to have brain surgery. I think she was trying to swap destinies and give me what her son had to sicken me. And mind you, he used to always be coming in my room at night. We used to be playing and play the woo 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 woo. Y'all know that. I was 13. No, I was 14. He was 17. We used to always play. So I feel like that was his way of trying to put the sickness onto me as a young age. But he was probably unaware. His mom was probably just using him. Fast forward. So So when I came back around, he ended up having brain surgery. Oh my God. And he just looked so different to me, but I still loved him. Like that was like my crush. And the person that, you know, possibly took my V card at 14. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if it happened for real, because when I finally did have sex for real with somebody, it hurted really bad. With him, we just was play, you know, but when I did it with somebody else, like the person around my age, like 16, 17, oh my God, that hurted real bad. So, and I bled a little bit. So I think that's when I lost my virginity. I don't know, y'all. So many people was playing house with me and touching on me for years. I didn't know what's the difference between losing my V card and when I had it. Flat out, I'm just be honest. And it was certain relatives too. So I don't know. A lot of us don't even know when we lost our V card for real, honestly. So I'm just being real. Anywho, years go by. Here I am, a grown woman. I have a child, my daughter and my son. And this stepbrother that I used to always love, mind you, my dad and his mom is not together, haven't been together for years. And he hit me up on Instagram. He like, what's up? And I'm like, what's up? He got his old profile pictures and stuff like that. He still look good, mind you. That was always my baby. I used to always be like, that was going to be my knight in shining armor, because he always came and made sure I was okay after they treated me badly. He couldn't do nothing. I mean, because shit, he lived there. He young. He going to get put out. He did used to try to break it up, though. He always tried to break it up, and he never jumped in and hurt me or hit me or nothing. His other siblings, they used to jump in, and I used to be going off on all their ass. I ain't give a fuck. So anywho, he like, let's go on a date. And I'm like, shit, bet it up, let's go. You know, I'm thinking like, oh shit, my baby coming to get me. We grown now, shit. He gave me some time. So I go pick him up because he said his car was down. So I go pick him up. Mind you, he living in this building that look wicked as fuck. Like, it's filled with demonic spirits around this building. I swear to God. So I'm like, damn, they used to live good as hell when I was little. Why they living like shit now? Could be people karma that for going against you, and by him unintentionally doing certain things to me that he was unaware of, I guess he was still associated with karma. Probably for entering into me or playing house with me when I was 13 and he was 17. Well, I was 13, 14 and he was 17, going to 18. So it could be that. So when I meet with him, he come in the house, y'all. He's short, chubby, ain't never grew. He still looked the same. Like he had a growth spurt and everything stopped, froze. He come out there, he talking to me. He got no teeth. Got a few teeth sharp. And he got a big head. Like he just looked wicked, like a demon, y'all. Like a real life demon. That basically like a vessel. Like his soul is dead. He's dead. He's only alive due to spell work. They keeping this boy alive for spell work. But he's really like walking dead, I feel like. So he get in the car. He's not the youthful boy I always knew. None of that shit. I know people grow and get older, but no, this is different. So he get in the car. I automatically feel uncomfortable. And I start getting this major download while I'm in his area. And it was like a scary, wicked feeling. Like, and I kept hearing his voice like, he wanted